Fruity DX10 is a synthesizer that has been created to work on the principle of frequency modulation. Back in the 80s, the FM7 was favoured by a lot of musicians and is among the first FM synthesizers that were available. It is certainly the most renowned FM synthesizer, and its sounds were integral in a lot of the music from that time. It was capable of producing very different sounds from the subtractive synthesizers that preceded it. The way in which frequency modulation synthesizers works is to take two or more waveforms and use these waveforms to modulate each other. As a result, it could be used to create more realistic sounds than was capable using subtractive synthesis. Sounds like bells and pianos were difficult to emulate using subtractive synthesis. However, using frequency modulation, it was possible to get much more accurate emulations. Normally, FM synthesis is enough to make some keyboard players run for cover. However, DX10 is relatively simple to use. Fruity DX10 provides not only a high level of sound quality, but it also does so with a relatively low processor hit. It also provides 8 voice polyphony. The interface is split into 3. The first section is the miscellaneous section, and it is here that you are able to alter the sound source that will be used by the synthesizer, as well as giving you controls that allow you to set the volume envelope. The first control allows you to change the brightness of the sound. You can also change the octave of your sound by using this coarse control here, and this allows you to change in full octave steps from 3 octaves below to 3 octaves above. As a result, changing the octave of the sound not only changes the pitch that the sound has, but as a result of the frequency modulation, it will also result in a change to the sound itself. Vibrato is also included, and these two controls change the strength and the rate of the vibrato respectively. Moving on to the volume envelope section, you can find the controls that you can use to alter your attack, decay and release values. The decay value doubles up as a sustain control. Adjusting these controls allows you to control the shape of your sound. Turning the attack up, for example, will give you a volume swell when a note is triggered. Lowering the attack speed will result in a more percussive sound. The modulation section contains the controls that will allow you to control the way in which the original sound is modulated. The waveforms that are used to modulate the sound are altered by using these two controls here. Note how the sound changes as I move through the coarse tuning. Fine tune can be used to further alter your sound if you require more precise control. Modulation 1 has an additional control that allows you to pass some of the original waveform through to the output, allowing you to alter the timbre of the sound by providing a second sound source. The modulation controls have envelope sections of their own, and they differ slightly from the volume envelope that is used in the miscellaneous section. These controls have an initial control, and this is used to control the amplitude that the waveform will have at the start of the sound when the note is triggered. The time control takes the place of the decay setting and controls the length of time that it takes to reach the sustain point. The amplitude of this point is controlled here with the sustain parameter. Lastly, there is a release control as well. All of this may sound a little complex to take in. However, as you spend more time with DX10, you will find that it is capable of producing very complex sounds, and that once you get the grasp of the controls, you will find it easy to produce a wide variety of different sounds with the minimum of effort.